just tell people who haven't met Aimée yet a little bit more about her. Besides the fact she's an outsider, she's half American, half French. Just give us a little bit of an idea of who else she is.
She lives on the Ile Saint-Louis because that's where I would like to live.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's a sagging 17th century Hôtel Particulier, a townhome her father bought after World War II. It's, you put in a hairdryer and put on the chandelier and the fuses go. Right. So, it's got a lot of...
That happens in one of my stories.
Oh.
I just gave Cara my book, and that exact thing happens in my chambre de bonne, which is servants' quarters in Paris. I use the hairdryer and the fuse blows. Yep. So that is clearly a real thing that happens.
It's a real thing.
So anyway, continue. Sorry. Yeah.
And she took over the detective agency, Leduc detective, when her father passed away, was murdered, and in a mysterious bomb explosion.
Place Vendôme.
Oui. And his father, so her grandfather, Claude, started the detective agency.
Is that Morbier? No, that's not Morbier.
He's her godfather.
That's right. Yeah.
Her father's first colleague on the force.
Yeah.
But so Aimée took it over and turned from criminal, which she was trained, to computer security.
Cool.
And Aimée is taller and thinner than I am. She has a two-soled chic,
right.
and she doesn't have a car. She walks or takes her bike.
She has her pink Vespa.
Pink Vespa.
Who needs a car when you've got a pink Vespa? Mm-hmm. Although now she's got the bébé.
Yeah. Well, there's a little thing that Renee made for the bébé.
A little panier for a panier de bébé. Yeah.
hand rigged. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I hope Renee knew what he was doing. Okay. So one question I have about Aimée is the same character for 20 years. So, because you're coming up on 20 years. Congratulations. By the way, you're coming up on 20 years. So any thoughts on that? Clearly you're not getting bored with Aimée. And so how do you keep that relationship going and keep it interesting and fresh, both for yourself and for readers? Because 20 years is a long time.
It's a long time, but I that's a great question. And but for me, it's always been, I've just sort of joined this journey with Aimée, and we're just going. I never knew she would have a baby. I didn't know she would do this. I didn't know what would happen. We've just organically moved on. And while this year it's 20 years of Aimée Leduc, a book birthday of sorts, it's only 5.5 years in her life.
Interesting.
The first book, Murder in the Marais, is 1993, and now we're up to 1999.
Yep.
And she's had a baby, and life has changed, but she's still working. She's got to butter that baguette.
Yeah, it doesn't happen by itself.
Yeah.
And she's living on Ile Saint-Louis, by the way, which is not cheap.
Yeah. Well, she can't afford to sell it because of the inheritance taxes.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah,
okay,
but she
so
can't afford to, it's that...
Stuck on Ile Saint-Louis.
I know.
Oh,
but
my
it's
heart
that
breaks.
thing that I have a lot of friends, they get these great places, but they can't afford to, whatever, all that.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that. Right.
So anyway, but I've just sort of moved along with her life and seeing where she's going. I never knew what would happen. We've sort of gone through a saga finding out, or maybe finding out why her father was murdered in the mysterious bomb explosion. What happened to her mother, who left her when she was 8 years old? This American, is she a CIA operative? Ooh, next book.
I think she might be.
Yeah, we get to see her. Yeah, and so all this from Amy's, like Morbier, her godfather, the commissaire. What's really going on with him? So they've just sort of taken a life of their own.
Yep.
And